So I'm recording. So anything I say is gonna go on the video for sure. So I was talking about things that I don't like about the bike, and I recently had something happen to me. I had one of my rear signal lights completely disconnect. Like the wire came out of this, I guess you would call it the socket of the light. Okay, problem number one. What is this? You see that? I don't know if you guys see that. So this is supposed to go in here. In here. It's supposed to go in here. Like this one. The problem is that I don't know if the connections were not done correctly or they just came off because it vibrates too much, but I don't know. So this is the first problem that I had. And this one doesn't work. Or the connection of the light. The thing is that it came off like clean. Like there's no reason why that would have happened. I think vibrations might have done it, but why would vibrations do that? And it's not like I pulled it out, because it was the placement of it and the way that they tied it to the bike and the other wires. There's no way you could pull it. It has enough slack to move, so it wasn't a pull. So I'm thinking more like a vibration, because I do vibrate a lot on these streets, so you could tell right now. The thing is that I'm trying to get a replacement, because technically I'm still under warranty. And if they were soldered correctly to the light, the wires, they wouldn't come out like that. It would require like a really huge pull or some effort, and not just vibrations from the road. So I contacted the company. I'm not gonna say anything, not yet, because I'm still working on getting a replacement. But let's just say it wasn't like the Juice experience, that you call them up, they tell you take pictures, they review the footage, and they just send you a new one. And sometimes you don't even have to send the old one back. I don't mind sending the old one back. If you want the evidence, you can have it. What am I going to do with a broken light or an unsoldered light? So the jury's still out on their customer service, and I don't want to say anything until it's definite. I don't want to say anything until I know for sure they're not going to replace it or they're going to replace it. So I'm just going to let them do their thing. But yeah, it's not going as it should have gone with other more, how would you say, established companies like Juiced or FLX or Super 73. So I need to do this one fast, so I'm not going to talk too much. because I need to beat everybody, and I don't want to go into the bike lane because look how it is. It's just disgusting. So I'm keeping an eye out, and I'm going to try to travel as much as I can before I do this, because I'm going to pop my tire here. All right, we could go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Oh no, there's more people coming. Oof, that didn't go well. Is that it? Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, I could do this with this bike, but I cannot do this with my my other bike, the mid-drive, because I'm still having problems with the chain skipping the chain ring. I'll post something about that lately because I think I found out how it jumps and when it jumps. So if you have a mid-drive, gosh, these people just turn and I'm right here getting screws on my tires. And the thing is that they book it, so you don't know if they're actually going all the way to the stop or they're just gonna churn. Look at the gas, boys. It's like having a lawnmower in between your legs. Oops. I actually seen one of those guys like a while back, and his thing just stopped in the middle of the road. He was pulling on the string really hard to get it to start again, like you would with a lawnmower. And that thing was just choked. It wouldn't go. So he ended up pushing it to the side. But imagine how annoying that would be. Anyway. So, yeah, so that's what happened to me. And I'm still like, if you can see the wire still hanging right here. I don't know, when we get hit a stop, I'll show you the wire. I'm going to show it to you right now. Because I'm trying to get out of this thing, and if I stop to show you the wire, I just want to get out of this zone, because the zone is dangerous and it's full of stuff. It's puncture central, and I don't want to get a puncture today. It'll suck if I do. Okay, so this slide takes forever to turn, so I can show you things from here. So it's my right light, the one that messed up, and I can show you it's right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. So it's supposed to go in here, but it doesn't, because it clearly came off like clean, like there's no frayed wires or anything. It's just kind of like popped out clean. So that's what happened. Oh, there we go. Come on, people, the green's on. Why are you not moving? So we're moving. So yeah, the wire came out clean. I don't know why it did that. I'm guessing that quality control is not the best, because none of the lights that I had on any of my other bikes came out like that. The integrated lights. I mean, and I had those things for like over a year. Not once. And on the FLX I actually fell once. Nothing came apart. So luckily, the FLX survived that crash that I took. I took a spill. My fault. Like seriously, well, that was my fault. I miscalculated going through a puddle that was super slimy, and when I tried to book it, I just flipped. And I didn't get it on video. That's like the worst regret ever. But anyway. So my point is that nothing came apart. The only thing that got injured or that had damage was me. My ego got hurt and my leg got hurt on that turn spill. Sleeping dude, come on, go. So I got damaged in the fall. Anyway, so right now it's super hot. It's like 80 degrees when we were like doing 60 in the afternoon. So this is weird. And my nose is killing me. Where are you going, dude? There's no trunk. Yeah, it's super hot right now. And it's super cold in the morning. It's like 40 in the morning. And it's 80 in the afternoon. So Southern California in the winter, sometimes you freeze it in the morning early and in the night, and you bake in the afternoon. Anyway, where were we? Yes, the light, my signal light is messed up. It doesn't work. But it's just the front light. The back light still works. And I put a piece of tape because it has the exposed wires. And I was gonna completely take it off, but I didn't have one of those because a cover for the connector. I didn't have one that fit. I had one from the juice bike that it had when I changed the controller, but I don't know what happened to that, and I don't have one that fits that connector to so it won't be just exposed like that. So I just put it back on, and I put a piece of wire so in case the wire hits any metal part, it's not gonna do it's not gonna short it out. So that's why it has the painter's tape on it. And since I'm still using the lights, I don't want nothing wrong to happen in terms of having it, having a short caused by the wires or something like that. So in the event that you have exposed wires and you don't know how to pull them out, or the safest thing to do is to wrap them in electrical tape or any kind of tape so they won't touch any metal surfaces, and you could actually just leave it like that don't get them wet. Just leave it like that until you could replace them or fix them or whatever. And that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting on the warranty. So that's number one thing that happened with the C3STROM. Number two thing that happened, and I don't know how many of you have experienced this, but I had my motor cut off, and it just completely cuts off. Like, just, you're like riding normal. I'm gonna say yes, I'm going a little bit faster than 20, and I just noticed it cut off. Like, to the point that my throttle doesn't work or my pedal assist don't work. So I don't know if I hit the limit, like, because every bike has, like, for pedal assist you have like 28 miles an hour and so on. But I have it on off-roading mode, and my throttle should work, but it doesn't. It's just, and I keep on pulling on it, and it's just not going for like maybe, I want to say like seconds, like 3 or 4 seconds. It doesn't respond, and everything's on. So I don't know if that's a fail-safe mechanism from either the battery or the controller or whatever. So I've noticed that not just once, but like maybe like 3 times already. It's a little scary because I don't know if I'm gonna be left in the middle of the road with absolutely no power to the motor, because everything's on. I can see my stats, the signal lights, everything works. It's just that the pedal assist and the throttle just don't work at all. Are you gonna take the freeway, or are you gonna go? I know this doesn't look safe, but it is. Believe it or not, this is the safest way to cut through this. Because if I wait for the light and I do it that way, I'm gonna get the traffic coming this way. So this way I just get the people that are trying to wait on the freeway, and the ones next to me, like this guy. So it makes it easier for me to do. So I had that happen. I don't know if it's gonna do it now or at all in this trip, but if it does, I'll let you know right away when that happens, because it's annoying that it happens. I'm hoping so hard that my friend, there's a guy here that I think is homeless, and he kind of sets camp here. So hopefully he's not here today, because there's really nowhere to go but with traffic. And these guys are actually pulling more than 40. So hopefully I don't see him. But last time he was like parked right here with all his stuff. And I had to move to the side, but like really fast. And I hate going with traffic that's going 50, because my little bike doesn't go 50. It goes 30, 32 max. So it seems like nobody's here. So I got actually lucky that nobody's here. In the end, I need to be careful with those guys that they just go. You're just gonna go. You don't see anybody. They just look at you straight and they just go. So you better pray that you have good brakes. The only benefit of warmer weather is that my battery doesn't die that fast. You should see me in the morning. I'm pedaling all the time. And I just make it to my workplace. Right now, I'm like halfway, and I just have one line down. So I don't know what the lines for the bars mean, like in terms of percentage. So they're not clear to me what's what. I wish they could give you more of I wish they could give you the volt rating as opposed to just lines or bars. So you know how many volts you have and more or less know where you're at in terms of battery juice. So yeah. So I don't know how the warranty part is gonna go. Oh, I hope I didn't hit that. I saw like a big screw. Hope I didn't hit it. Anyway, so I hope that C3STROM is gonna honor their warranty. And I don't want to say anything just to be fair here, but I'll let you know how the process went. And it's not like something major, it's a signal light. So here's the deal. So if you get your bike, even if it's working, doesn't mean that it was well made and all the parts were up to quality. Because their thing was like, oh, you received the bike and you sign off from it. Like, so the thing was that, oh, you got the bike and you sign off that everything seemed right. Yeah, everything seemed right. Looking at it, riding it is a completely different animal. It's like buying a cake and it looks great, but then you take a bite out of it and it's just crap. Same thing. So I'm giving away a little bit of how it went or how it's going. But they still haven't